streak on it, which means historically quite a good map for them.
Yeah, they have tended to like it, especially at international events, even though
I think he's came in and he has enabled Doki to get Doki back to where he was back. What I think this team has done really well this season is get Doki back to where it needs to be.
Doki's monitor has been on the precipice of being punched multiple times.
There you go, he can spawn out the cardiac scanner, he knows that the pulse is looking at his teammates who are still patrolling those windows and stomping. We'll get that kill back as they actually lost Alamo there to Grubby on that gridlock. And
Airing themselves around the pillar, bit of control. Now there is still some smokes that will come through, and there's the first. With 30 seconds, the smokes will be enough to bait it out, so they need this. Wizard over the top, gets rid of the first. Loira now has to turn their attention towards this pressure coming in on the back. He cannot just sit and wait and happily throw those and bait out the rest of the time. In the meantime, Blaz wants to try and close down, but Groovy had that well watched on pillars. A 4 versus 2, 15 seconds. They're just going to move in from the long range smokes. There's the next one being thrown down, and Deepak is forced further and further out. The shield massively hurt. Plants on the opposite corner. There's the cover, and there he is, pushing his way in. Time and time again, he's been a standout. Playing against the Sense Gadget, they're about to be swung from underneath, though. The Rara almost stopped them, but they still had the impact. One more of those, and they catch them on the drop. Groovy sacrificed on the altar, and somebody else sat watching and waiting. 2 for 2, both impacts. Now you've just got to swing and take the fight. The Sense Gadgets can activate and survive. There's the next, and they just go out underneath it. Loira doesn't mind that the doors are closing, because only really on Fnatic's approach here. It's a 4 versus 3. It's not entirely lost, but as they go for the drop into the hatch, it's just another easy pickup. There's at least a trade out finally, but Loira got 3 for the trouble. 7 seconds. The panic. And at this point, Alamau and the Echo can just probably round this out. A 2 versus 1. Who will get the kill first? Alamau hops it.
One guy over towards the corridor, another guy in sight, another one lingering just on the edge between sight, and maybe Doki might opt for a bit of a flank if he has the opportunity to do so, but it could be difficult whenever we know that Nomad and Gridlock has been a mainstay for Fnatic so far. 3v3, as Loira was able to find one, and you can see G2, they're just being forced out of sight now. Once those vertical angles are being taken up by Fnatic, they start opening up the floor. Very difficult to find a safe position.
Bit of pressure coming around, and a bit more revealed. Hits the goo mine, pulls back. Does he know about the second player? No, but I think he's still got a kill out of the trade there. Unbelievable. Deepak still has a goo mine in pocket. In foot. That he's still not been able to remove. Hits another one. They're just having to send it, because look at the time demo. It's up.
Wow. For the drone work? Maybe that's what they're struggling with, is just figuring out where the G2 players are.
What's the Brad Pitt baseball game film? I'll talk about it in a second, because Blaz has just killed Groovy in Cigar. Spraying on through, trying to get the catch, still on this position, just being overwhelmed here, but Blaz cannot really take a step forward without that happening.
Oh dear.
Yeah, had to get all of them perfectly. A 4 versus 2, 30 seconds. You can see he's frustrated himself, but now's the time for Doki and Loira to activate. Still covering on the smoke. Deepak does go down, but there's the swing in. A very quick closeout now, and it just leaves the single position left. There's one. Moves instantly on the back of a mirror window, so they knew where he was. Be off to the races. The cover of the smoke will go through. There will be a bit of a drop underneath, and it's the second he looked away, but he does pick up the second as Alamau swings to the first and moves their way up Brown. Now with 26 seconds, just misses the sledge, and the sledge does not miss back. They get at least the vertical under their control, and Jegs picks apart Blaz. 3 versus 3. All the coverage of the smoke, the fire to stop them swinging in, but can they try and move with the kit behind it? It's a lot of damage to get close, and Deepak does get stomping. There's the swing onto the default plant spot. The Loira just tucks in. There's 3. This is trying a game here, but
Not air jobs.
Oh,
good night.
See ya.
Back to Brazil. Off you go.
And Loira's gone. All right, there is a minute 30.
Stage now for the G2 players, they have to go aggressive. They have to try and get some kills back. They just can't sit back in sight. They'll get overran if they try and do so, but sometimes whenever you're out hunting for the kills, things can go from bad to worse a lot of the time. Now Stompin has a 1v5 to go up against. Look at that Blackbeard as well he has to deal with, and As soon as they find out where he is, which they've done so.
Yeah, someone hot
Only
droning
the amount of
him.
time. Yeah, this is fishing a battle.
That's it. It's just like, good luck, soldier. But at that point, knowing that there's pressure on Fnatic, who are trying to get that 6th spot, that is all they're sort of angling for. Always hunting.
Well, this map
Away from the position, but nothing too immediately destructive. In the meantime, they've just swung their way round, but Wizard still
misses out on that pick, but they do know where he is, and maybe they could rotate in some nades. See the contest from Stompin, but again, just cannot connect. A little bit of a cover is going to connect, but a great shot though from Stompin onto Grubby. Takes him out. Still one more player though. Wizard, he has the hatch open. Oh, will take down Alamau. Maybe looking for more, but no, there's the pressure on the window, and Stompin good for 2 so far. So it is going to be
way upstairs, even on a site like this, to cause some problems. They just haven't had any of that lead in, and instead it starts this known position at the back end. There's a trade out though. Leaves Stompin in a 1 versus 2. He knows where Starks is, but you can only hear where Deepak is, and there's the reveal of a single player, but couldn't quite make the connection.
This double window repel, don't see that all too often, but he's got himself in to try and patrol that pillar area, because this will allow his team now to start pushing in deep in towards Train, because they don't have to worry about pillar.
Well, they're going for the plant. The Maestro bubble is going to zap them, but the C4 stuck on the door! Oh, that could have been huge, but unfortunately, all it is a testament and a monument to a round probably going away from them here. There's pressure either side and above. Does get one out of it and gets himself close, but Loira
Sinks actually catch that Maestro camera. So yeah, that bit of util I was worried about, it is gone now.
Ooh, Deepak caught out by a grenade here, and 20 seconds to try and still lock out this smoke player, but someone else isn't too far away on the swing on the bottom of Brown, and you're wondering at this point, okay, G2, you got to try and turn this into an execute. There's the drop on the shield, there's the motion inside the site itself. They're still worried about someone going for the swing, but now, with this little pocket of space, they're going to go for the plant. Blaz has the cover on Sucks. The vertical is there, and they're going to try and move their way in, and there's Doki with the long watch, a post plant, a little bit too late. Over the side of a shield, trying to spray it. Doki has the cover, and it's a 1 versus 4. Groovy does find one at the end, but now with this plant position, it's a long route and road back through. Tries to get anything to connect with the player above, but couldn't. It was Stompin who put him so low health such a long time ago. Well, Doki's going to be the end of it.
That Fnatic did not give the smoke any bits of counter utility, by the way. Not a Lamitis, not an ADS, nothing. That was used as a flashes, used as the fire, and now they've actually got control of flanks. So this stops Grubby from rotating back. He is stuck in this corner. So it's just a matter of how many he's going to take with him. And that's 0.
Ooh, okay, so the grenade does get the end of Groovy, but the C4...
over towards pillar, because that's where you would like to start pushing in towards and try and plan. Deepak has only 1 smoke grenade left, and down goes the player inside of Laundry. Look, there's a quick drop from Blad straight in. He sees the opportunity, he's killed the guy holding down the site, straight in for the plant.
Oh, the C4 doesn't connect. They've been able to get the plant down. There's Blaz gone, but he's done the job he needs to, as have G2. They find themselves the 3 points. Fnatic
smoked utility, and when you do that against the top side like G2, they're gonna punish you. They're gonna punish you time and time and time again, and specifically when you let Loira have that opportunity. He was so goddamn good.
We've highlighted that G2 is the best gap finder team, right? And because their players are very much into that playstyle. Loira is probably in Europe right now, and he's Brazilian, so it's hard to say.
No, he's adopted. We're having it.
Yeah. He's one of the best gap finders in the world, and it showed today.
Don't you think it's crazy that G2 have the best Brazilian player, the best North American player, and the best European player all on the same team?
Who's the best European player?
Doki.
Will you say that?
Yeah.
I think Pasha is the best European player.
All right. Your opinion's wrong.
All right, we'll see that.
International events very soon. But of course, we get to speak to the victors once again. We have Doki on the line to ask him a few questions. We've already talked about, good evening, Doki. We've already talked about this top 2 potential, but you really solidify your way towards that here with those 3 points. How are you feeling?
Yeah, good. It was a very relaxed game. Very, very relaxed. We were just chilling. Carl was calling, Blaz was calling, just sitting back, relax, playing the game. Nothing too special. And Loira was carrying us, of course. Forgot about that. Yeah.
I've got to ask you, Jack. I feel like you guys are now on a triple win streak. You've beaten VP. Do you think that because you're one of the oldest on the roster, do you think you guys have went through a ceiling now with that roster, with Alemao calling and being happy to call? Because I feel like you guys are really looking like a team, and I've not seen that in a long time.
I mean, I really think like we have like 5 of the best individual players in the game right now, like in this current meta and stuff. Like I just think like one day I'm dropping 15 kills, next day Loira is, next day Stompin is, next day Blaza is, like one day Carl will hopefully, but you know. No, I'm kidding. He's calling so good, like he's so calm, he's not rushing anything, he's just saying A, B, C, like do this, do that, like not even things we practice, just things that come in his head like on the fly. So I mean that's what you want from your IGL. And that's why he excels in that role, like he always has done. So yeah.
Hello, Jack.
Hi, Jack.
Why Cafe today? It's a map that we've not seen you guys play on CJX, and it's also a map that Fnatic traditionally don't really like.
Yeah, I don't know. Fnatic banned all the bans that we were going to ban, so we just said, I guess we're playing Cafe. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they had some counters planned. I don't know. Yeah, I really don't know. It's historically G2 is one of our best maps. So, and did you say it was a permaban? I didn't even know that. But yeah, there you go. That was silly.
I mean, it shows once again why you guys are just really good at this map. Now, one more question before we let you go, Doki. I mean, obviously we love talking to you, and we always have really good conversations, I feel like, between the 4 of us.
Love talking to you guys too.
Yeah, it's great. But I think we have to also, you know, the people want a specific thing as well, right? They've been asking for the Stompin interview. You said he was aura farming. What's going on?
Yeah, he's aura farming. He's like he's behind the shadows, you know. He's just in the background. He's just doing his work, doing his job. He's not here for the spotlight. He's just aura farming. He's so cool. He's just so cool.
Are you sure he's not here for the spotlight?
He'll do the interview when we qualify for WC. Okay, there you go.
That could be tomorrow. It could be.
Yeah. Could be.
Tomorrow.
Could be tomorrow.
Yeah.
If you make top 2. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, if we make top 2, do we qualify?
Yeah, because the minimum you'd be able to finish in playoff is 4th, and top 5 are
Whoa,
invited.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Top two's really important.
Definitely not your job to know that, Doki. Definitely not.
We don't know that either. We don't know that. Are you sure?
Yeah.
You're invited.
Yeah. The top five teams are invited, and the top 2 in playoffs get a bye, and therefore the minimum they can finish is 4th.
Doki, do you doubt the strategic minds here in their mats? Do you doubt them?
On the dead homies, you're sure? Seriously?
Oh, I was 100% sure, Jack. I'm about 95 now, I'll be honest.
I think you're wrong, Jack.
Do you think?
I think you're wrong, mate. Yeah.
Well,
I think you are.
how do you finish?
Because I think you need to win one game.
Humour me for a second, Jack. So you finish top 2 and you get a bye. Yeah. What's the minimum place you can finish out of the top 6?
Well, 6, because it's double elimination bracket. Because you can just go to the low bracket and then go to 6th place.
But the team that gets a bye,
losers final.
The team that gets a bye will automatically skip the first bit. So the teams that lose the first game in playoffs then play the 5th, 6th game, and you'd already be past that point.
Well, that's why I'm a player. You know what I mean?
So yeah, it can be decided in the next couple of days.
Just worry about winning, Doki. You'll be fine. Just
so much pressure now. Oh my god! You have to beat MACKO.
Well, I mean, the more you know, I guess it's good to find things out, you know, obviously before they actually really happen. Doki, once again, thank you so much for joining us, and best of luck with the remainder of the Super.
Have a good night, guys. See you later.
I really hope.